Yo, shut up, Callie. You're just gonna get brainwashed again, you idiot. Yeah, I'm dying. That's what coughing means. We've deciphered this. Where's my game audio at? I found it. It was hiding. I'd love to stop dying. Sadly, no one can do that, so oops. I like how I said I did all the side quests, and yet there's blatantly a side quest right behind me. I'm just gonna walk over here. I didn't do all the side quests, I just did a bunch of them. I guess technically I never said I did all of them. There, now the radar's gone, you can't even tell. Alright, so I haven't touched this game in, what is it, like 3 months? I thought my guys were a higher level than this, but I guess not. It's been a while. I don't want to go to the inn. Where... Dare I say it, where's the nearest tavern? Oh, I guess it's travel banner. Why not? What were you thinking out there, you stupid idiot? Yes. Recent. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that. Yeah, I know. Is this the part where we just point out each other's flaws? I guess that's what we're doing. Theron, you're standing right there. How do you not know? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, you cast fire on me, you stupid. Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks. Just thanks, you know. Everybody else is about the same. Level-wise. Yo, check out all of the equips I have, I guess. I don't know. This really doesn't mean a whole lot to me because, again, I don't really remember exactly what I was doing. Why? Theron's my strongest guy, and there's no doubt going to be purple chests somewhere. I didn't get the optional jobs. That's more or less what I'm intending to do. But first, I'm gonna have to remember where the heck those are. Is that one of them? I don't know. I mean, the other characters can catch up, but Therion's just gonna take the lead. It's fine. So is there any suggestions for which one of these I should probably look at first? Because, Archmagus, probably the easiest. Sure. It's gonna be the quickest way to get there, is the question. Let's see how I can find my way there without really being familiar with the pathways in this video game anymore. Well, I think I found it, because this is looking familiar. But, oh no! A battle is gonna have to happen first. Ah, there it is. The guy who laughs a lot. He is my friend. Alright, Alphen's here. He's got the axe. Okay. I was gonna say, I have a distinct lack of axe on Therion's moveset.
The battle is truly joined. I will cut you down!
Here goes nothing.
No, I need the last stand.
Calls for surgery.
What is the logical course of action?
Please stop asking that question because you know the answer. I should have used lightning, not fire. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the fire weakness on the first guy, and I did not even.
This calls for surgery.
My turn.
Wow, I can't believe it's Therion's turn.
Level slash.
What is the logical course of action?
Well, that one guy in the back is probably extremely close to dead, considering the other guy died.
Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
You sure will. Probably. You know, actually, I didn't even look at the stuff, the skills, that one. Yeah, I probably still want evasive maneuvers, at least until I get to the boss. What I would replace it with, I'm not completely sure. High-level dungeons! Wow, I found money to take on vacation. That's a joke that existed before.
My turn.
Well, I'm glad I'm aware of the one weakness I need to know, really.
Level slash.
Hey, you guys are weak to axe.
All right.
Thanks!
the logical
It just
course of
occurred to me,
action?
I don't have a cleric with me, do I? I know Alphen's here, but Alphen's not a cleric. It might surprise you to find out.
A tempest of ice shall rage. The battle is truly joy.
I'm gonna have to look at my cheat sheet again, because I don't remember the order of weaponry here. Spear or dagger is the other one. Well, I can try 1,000 spears and see if I get lucky. I got lucky, I guess.
The battle is truly joy. My turn.
Level slash.
I can't believe everyone's dead.
Don't start things you can't finish.
You didn't say the thing, Therion. You dummy. You're supposed to say the thing. Otherwise, it's just not funny. Sure is a purple chest in the background. Oh, I do have an all-male party. I mean, this is kind of a coincidence, if anything. Hi!
Gentlemen.
You're a big boy. You the upgraded version of that one enemy I keep finding all over the place? Because, I don't like that guy. I could do 1,000 spears, but I don't know if he's weak to it or not.
Death by a
He is
thousand
not.
cuts.
So there's a lot of things that could be above bow. Ow! How could you do such a thing? Are they great captures? Because I did manage to capture one of them, and all he does is give me, like, a buff. Which is neat, but not really what I want.
Now, what next? A tempest of ice shall rage.
All right.
Oh no, I'm not saying buffs are bad, but kind of situational. TBH. I don't know how much these heal anymore. I used to kind of have a general idea.
Try this.
It's decent enough.
Here we go. Ah!
Now then,
You have to be weak to one of these things.
out of my way.
There we go. Well, I sincerely doubt he's weak to fire, so he's probably weak to staff as his last one.
There. What is the
Ouch.
logical course of action?
Not die? That might be a start. I mean, I'm aware that the soothing stuff is kind of crap, but, like, I didn't need a huge heal. Alvin's the only one that really even needs a big heal, or at least he did, anyway.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
Well, it should be easy enough to break him
Right.
this turn. But how to do?
Ha! How about you? Ha!
All right.
All right. Okay, I just want to see how much it does.
Try this.
Okay.
What is the logical
Not
course of
enough.
action?
It only does like 200 more than the dust, so like the seed is just not that worth using in general, it seems like.
The panther shall
Well,
prance.
let's go ahead and do this, I guess.
My turn.
It sure is, buddy.
Let's do this! Time to steal the show.
Anyway,
And that's that.
there was a guy there, but he's gone now. It looked like a pathway, but it's not. It's a lie is what it is. Alright, time to die. Hi. If you say so. Okay. Okay.
You ready for this?
He's just a dude in a chair.
Now,
I appreciate new music, though. Let's just cut to the chase.
too much to learn.
He has a lot of health.
What's the big idea?
My
Ow.
turn.
I'm not real sure what does the X up mean? I'm not familiar with that one. Is it item disable? Because, I mean, I can still use items, looks like. Oh, I can't buff? Oh. Fair enough. I wasn't planning to right now anyway. Joke's on you. Also, you're weak to spears, which is kind of nice. Which means you could still be weak to dagger.
There.
You're not, though.
No, then. Out of my way!
Bring it on.
Oh, you're weak to axe.
My turn.
Alphen can have a field day if he so wishes. Alright, so the only other ones left are Wind, Light, and Dark. Which, I don't have with Therian.
Try this!
Owie. Do I go for the break or no? It feels a bit early to go for the break is kind of my thought here. I mean, Alphen is here. He's not the best healer, but I have seeds and... Well, I have seeds, but I also have dust for days. What was I gonna do? Man, we're back to this thing where I just don't know what I'm doing anymore. I just kind of sit here. Do I want to just analyze, get that last one so I know?
So much to learn.
Apparently, yes. I don't think I even have light.
Bring it on.
So you know what?
Try this.
The battle is truly joined.
I mean, Alphen is pretty good. I'm not saying he's a bad healer. I'm more saying, like, his healing is tied to items. Which is, I mean, not bad. Just different, I guess. I should probably consider maybe... I don't have Shackle Foe on Dude Guy. Dude's probably going to use a lot of magic anyway, but still.
The foe's guard is down.
I'm going to have to ask you to stop
Here goes
that,
nothing.
because otherwise Alphen's just not really going to get turns.
Try this.
What is the logical course of action?
My one problem here is I want to try... Well, I mean, it's a bit early to really try doing a whole bunch of big hits. I should probably just whittle the guy's health down in some ways. I'm just debating breaking him now is kind of the thing.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
My turn. I see through your defenses.
The battle is truly joined.
Alright, divine skills are things that I have. Such as Brad's Thunder.
Blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
He did the thing! I'm so proud of him. I'm very tempted to hit him with an armor corrosive that lasts a while. And yet, here I go doing this anyway.
Are you? Time to steal the show.
What is the logical course of action?
I don't know, Cyrus. What do you think is the logical course of action? I just realized also, like, that... Like, our attack is dropped and I'm still hitting pretty high. Like, decently high, anyway.
Nothing will quiet the storm. The battle is truly joined. The foe's guard is down.
Here goes nothing. Alrighty.
Ah, yes, that. Does rehabilitate work on debuffs? I don't remember how this works offhand. Like, I know it typically works on like status effects. I don't know about debuffs, if those count as status effects or not, because from game to game that is inconsistent. I mean, I could try it, but I honestly am not hurting too bad from what he's doing right now.
Ha!
I can't believe it. You're not allowed to do that thing that most bosses do and change your weaknesses. That's cheating. You doofus. Yeah, I know, right? He's sitting down. What a freaking liar, guy. Ugh. I don't like some of the elements he's weak to, because I don't have a whole lot of those.
All right. Try this.
Now, what next?
Actually, I'm trying to remember.
Now the true lesson begins.
Oh, okay, it's that one. I couldn't remember which one he had.
The moon sings tonight.
Alright, well, it's not darkness. Which means
Victory
it's wind.
shall be mine.
I'm kind of tempted to hit him with a Wind Soulstone just to have that weakness marked. Because he's no doubt going to change his stuff again later.
Out of my way.
I don't like that he's got 2 turns in a row here. There's not really a whole lot I can do to stop him from doing whatever he might do. Ow. Well, that just murdered Therion.
Interesting dilemma.
That is an interesting dilemma. I don't even entirely know what his attack before did. Other than seeming to... I guess it lowered defenses. I guess. I didn't see it. I can believe Therion's dead. He just got kind of decimated, really. I'm still gonna use the Soul Stone, though.
A gift for you. Have at you.
I'm lucky he used Elemental Break. How does this constitute luck?
Use this.
All right. Try this.
Victory shall be mine.
The temptation to just break him now is pretty high.
My blade is on.
Here goes nothing.
It would just be my luck if his attack missed. I'm debating hired help, honestly. I mean, does it really matter if I use hired help to break him or not?
Need some of this?
In hindsight, I should have done a double boost there, because then I could have, No, actually, no, I can still do it.
The panther shall prance.
Out of my way. I see through your defenses.
Let's make this hurt.
My turn.
Let's do this!
Time to steal the show.
Here goes nothing.
Debating using this, actually. Because this guy's just gonna get worse.
Let's get down to work! Doter, lend us your aid!
What is the logical course of action?
Kind of wish I had enough to get this too, but I don't. I mean, I could, like, next turn if I really wanted to, but...
Now the true lesson begins. Now then.
Hey, we're finally down to half.
The foe's guard is down.
Stop standing, it's freaky.
Victory shall be mine.
What are you weak to now? Possibly dagger. Because I think there was sword and spear already. Axe was there. Bow hasn't shown up yet. And he's obviously weak to dark. Of course, it's not dagger, which means it has to be bow. Heck yeah!
Out of my way.
Get out of Therian's way. This is a very bad set of weaknesses for this team. Like, I'm not even really sure what I can do about this one. Because a lot of the stuff he's weak to is more or less exclusive to the classes I don't have. Like, I may be in trouble just because of this, which is kind of annoying, actually.
Take this! Here we go.
And because Alvin's the one with the bow, but he's also my healer. Which is just so helpful, let me tell you.
Try this.
Now, what next?
The moon sings tonight.
Nice! I don't like that. Like, is there anything I can even really do in this situation? Like, am I basically just dead because I have no way I can break him before his next attack? Like, he just happened to pick the exact correct elements that I have no way to hit him with. I mean, I could defend with everyone, but then I'm kind of back at square one again. Okay, well, I hate to ask this. What is this gonna do? Like, specifically. Forget. Rude. Because I'm trying to think if there's a way I can make it so at least, like, one person survives. Unfortunately, Alphen's thing is going to end this turn, which is great. Actually, hold on. It occurs to me. It doesn't explicitly have to be bow. It could be staff. Which, I mean, really doesn't help me. Because I still can't get 8 hits in. Actually, I probably could. I wish I knew if this was staff or bow. Because I'm taking a huge gamble trying to hit him with the staff. Because it's either staff or bow. Like, this is literally a coin flip. I mean, do you know? You don't know what this guy's attack is, but you know what his weaknesses are. I see how it is. I mean, I feel like staff is fitting given who this guy is, but, I mean, who even knows, really?
Now the true lesson begins.
I mean, whatever. If this doesn't work, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, cool. I'm glad.
Take this! All right.
Because, see, it occurred to me, I could have used hired help and get, some cleric hits in. That doesn't really matter right now.
Now then. Have a taste of this.
Alright, well. Time to die.
I still have so much to learn.
What's the big idea?
Rude. And if only I could revive 2 people at once. Who's the most useful right now is kind of the thing. Well, the problem is he's also still, like, purple. Okay, well, when I say revive 2 people at once, I mean with Therion. Like, right now.
Here.
Get the heck up.
He gets. Try this.
Ow.
The battle is
He hit me with a
truly joy.
stick! I'm upset! This guy needs to be broken yesterday. How much does Olive of Life M heal? I don't remember anymore. Like, is that gonna be all of Cyrus's HP or no? Like, I'm thinking no, but heck if I remember. So I really don't want to use an L if I don't have to. $1,700 sounds give or take correct. I'm just gonna use this anyway.
That's the big idea.
Witchery.
Maybe stop? Man, I am, not in the best of situations.
Here. Here goes nothing.
I mean, thanks for using a regular attack, I guess?
Alrighty.
You know what? Just go away.
Out of my way.
Yeah, I know, right? He's just kind of toying with me, which is honestly giving me a chance to fight back. But you know how it is. Trying to think of the best way to do this. I mean, there's really not a lot of good ways to do it anyway, considering I can't buff Therian right now anyway. Well, I'm aware I can debuff him. It's more, do I want Therian or Ulbrich to do that? I guess it doesn't really matter. Ulbrich can buff himself, though.
I see through the defenses.
Cyrus's choice is pretty obvious here.
A gift for you.
Let's get rid of this garbage nonsense.
Now then.
Scream at him!
All right.
What does Althen want to do? I mean, I could do better than donate BP to Cyrus.
Try this.
My turn.
Let's do this.
Time to steal the show.
Have at you. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
The power of Brad!
Bring it on.
Cool, he's in the red. Can I collect from him? I could. Do I care? Is probably a better question.
Let's get down to work.
You know what? I'm gonna do this again, because I still don't trust this guy.
Lend us your aid.
Actually, it just occurred to me I can't buff. Gosh dang it.
Now, what next?
It's annoying. I could have asked him a question, but instead I decided I can't speak instead. That's what I can't do. I can't speak. Speaking is not possible from this point forward.
Now the true lesson. I still
He can't.
Man, that buff that I wanted sure would have been useful right now. Man. Yeah, that's pretty much Whelp. Because even if I do... even if I do use this, it doesn't heal everybody maximum, does it? Apparently I've never actually used it, which is weird, but... Because, like, there's no way Alphen by himself is going to survive all these hits. Also, it doesn't even heal Alphen, so... That's cool.
Try this.
Out of my way.
Okay, well, he's pretty much guaranteed to be weak to dagger now. So, considering he's weak to things I have not seen yet.
Here.
Now, what next?
He going to attack again. Actually, has he been weak to fire at all yet? I don't remember if he has. This is the part where I'm trying to remember what he's been weak to already.
A great inferno to scorch the land.
The battle is truly joined. Use this.
Ouchie.
All right.
All right, my friends are dying. Yeah, this is happening.
Try this.
My turn.
Please be weak to dagger for once. Thanks.
Here we go.
You have lots of neat attacks, but they're painful. Please stop.
Try this.
Have at you.
You know, based on what I've seen already, his last weakness pretty much has to be ice. Not that that helps me in the immediate moment.
The dagger dances.
Wow, Incredirude. What are you gonna do with that SP? Nothing. You stupid.
The battle is truly joined.
Anyway.
The dagger dances.
That's what Therian said.
Weak.
Here goes nothing.
Hmm. No, I pretty much got him, yeah. I'm just debating stealing from him. Does this guy probably have a good item to steal?
That should suffice.
Nice, money.
Now, what next?
You think you got an elixir? Can I steal his chair from under him? That would be rad.
So much to learn.
Okay, yeah, he's pretty much dead.
My turn. What's yours is mine.
Refreshing jam! Nice!
My blade is unbent. I wreak havoc upon thee.
All right.
Oh, alright. And then he lives because Therian didn't
Let's get
attack.
down to work. Ha!
Now, what next? Now the true a tempest of ice shall rage.
Go away, chair guy.
Thus ends your lesson.
Wow. Cyrus getting the kill, but he's 10 experience points away. Rude. Warbringer? Wow, that's a name. I did it! I sure did. Aww. You don't have a way to teach me how to sit in a chair? Rude. Where even is Warbringer guy? Because heck if I know. There he is. Objectively superior scholar? Wow. I can't believe. I refuse to believe. Neat. Bow and staff. That's interesting. Oh. Well, okay. So this is just literally do all of the damage of elements 3 times. Okay, then. Yeah, I could see where this might be useful. I'm noticing it requires a heck of a lot more, JP to learn stuff, I think. Oh, every skill is 2,000? Alright, that's neat, I guess. I mean, I guess the question then is who even gets these, because, I don't know, man. But I should change my party. You know what? Ulbrich, get out of here. No one invited you. This menu is weird. Please let me do the thing I want to do. Tressa the Sorcerer. That sounds silly. Actually, hold on. How much... Something I didn't look at, actually, is how much, Oh, that's a lot of SP, though. It's probably good for someone who has SP saver. TBH. Powerful staff attack might be nice to have just in general. You recommend not making Tressa a sorcerer? Gosh! What if I want to? Why you gotta ruin all of my fun? I mean, I'm more or less just kind of toying with things right now. Alphen could be a sorcerer. I mean, really, I should probably pick someone who's got some decent elemental... I mean, Alphen's not terrible. I don't know if I want Ophelia to do it, because, like, I feel like I should have someone be the dedicated healer. So Alvin or Therion is pretty much, like, the only real choice here. Tressa, you didn't learn in poison. What's wrong with you? How dare you? It occurs to me I'm gonna have to, like, equip stuff now, because I changed jobs a whole lot. Now the question is, which elements do I probably want? I mean, I think I can just get all of these, really. Yeah, if they're all 2,000, I should have just enough. Wow, a support skill. Wow, a support skill. Wow, a support skill. Wow, a support skill. Oh. That's kind of neat, I guess. Neat. Also neat. Huh. Does that stack with SP Saver? But I mean, this is also just straight up a damage buff for elemental attacks anyway. I don't know. Yeah, so it would be normal SP. I mean, yeah, I could get both, really. Eye for an eye is kind of a coin toss for small amounts of damage. It might be useful for hitting for breaking, but it typically won't be. Hang Tough is nice. So is Heightened Healing. Problem with Hang Tough is it kind of falls apart as a useful skill if the enemy just decides to do multi-hitting moves. Kind of like the guy I just fought in the chair. I mean, I guess Heightened Healing isn't super useful. Considering I already heal for a lot anyway, usually. Alphen is a silly sorcerer. But it's okay, he has an axe. Unfortunately, it's not the golden axe. That was kind of retired at some point. Considering I found all the better axes everywhere. I'm sad too. Not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed that everything is still, like, red. Tressa, you did it! You found money! The only thing that kind of sucks about not having Cyrus is I lose the Analyze. Also, who even is the guy following me? Some random guard, I guess. That's not a ledge. Ah!
Come on, I've got.
Man, it's
better
this
things
guy
to
again.
do.
Well then. Oh, sacred light.
My turn.
Primrose probably has Leviathan Man, if I had to guess. I don't know why I wouldn't just keep that as a thing. Nice miss.
Let's do this.
Enjoy suffering? Heck!
Here
you
we
weak
go.
to, like, anything? Are you weak to axe? No.
Bring it on.
Are you weak to bow? Okay.
My
You're
turn.
weak to something. That's all I wanted to know.
Well then. A rain of arrows.
He's weak to having 0 HP.
It's my turn now.
That sounds like most enemies.
My turn now.
Out of my way.
Get out of Therian's way.
I'm ready. Are you? Cross strike.
It's my turn now. Yeah!
Bring it on.
Hey, Alvin, do something cool.
Let's get down to work. Lux Conjurer.
Neat.
That's what I'm talking about.
I really wish these purple chests weren't such a prevalent thing. Because they're pretty much the main reason I have Therion with me. Granted, a lot of what they probably have in them at this point isn't really gonna be that
I'll make
interesting,
this
but
quick.
hey.
Here goes nothing.
I don't know, man. Wind.
Venta Salter.
Nice. I guess correctly.
What to do?
I mean, I'm not saying Therion isn't good in battle, and he's my strongest guy due to being in the party for the entire game, but even so...
Fatal touch.
Man, so far I have hit with every single elemental
Well then.
weakness. Sadly, it ends here because I don't think Ophelia can even hit for anything that they're weak to that's left. Oops!
My turn now. Ah!
Waha!
Level slash.
Even odder.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Therion, we already left. Come on, guy, please. Well, time to die 2.0. Sup? Okay.
If you won't move willingly, I'll do my
Tressa,
best.
stop intimidating what are probably gods, please. Think before you speak. This lady has a lot of weapons. But at least I have leg hold trap for once.
A rain of arrows. Ah!
Ow.
I appreciate it. Really.
It seems I am finished.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Bye, Ophelia.
Let me help.
Hi, Ophelia.
Bring it on.
You will have a weakness one day, probably.
Oh, sacred light.
My turn.
You know, I've never really used insight.
Bring it on.
Oh boy, counters. My favorite. Is she gonna counter anything I do at this point? Is that what that means? Because who even knows? Good, you're weak to ice. Finally, I figured out a weakness. Walk it off, Tressa, you're fine.
This should help.
She still has that buff. So I guess that just doesn't go away then. Neat.
Don't play with fire.
And you're not weak to fire.
Let's do this. What a nice breeze.
What a nice breeze.
All right. That'll do her.
Ah!
Well,
I'm sorry. Well then.
well now that was just rude. Why would you do that? Best way to revive Tressa. What would that be? Does she just straight up have all the weapon types? I think she does.
Have this.
Oh, that didn't heal as much as I had hoped it would.
All right.
All right. Well, I can break you this turn. Do I want to? Maybe.
Venta Salter.
What to do?
What will you do? The only problem is I know that she's not weak to swords. But I could really use that buff. I'm gonna probably do that next turn, though.
This should help. Well then,
Why does she have so many elbows? I'm not sure what Ophelia should do here. Weakness hunt, maybe? Pretty well, actually, the last weakness would be dark at this point.
take this.
Bring it on.
Kind of wish I'd used this first. Well, last turn.
Alrighty. Teneber Operean. Let's do this.
Time to steal the show.
Here I go.
Here goes Tressa. She's going. Going. Gone. Actually, she's not gone. She's still here, but, you know.
I'll get my money's worth. Well then,
Good luck. Okay. I should probably do this
have this.
while I've got a free moment. Ophelia's not really going to be doing a whole lot.
Out of my way.
I'm going to have to ask you not to do that. just putting that out there. Did I determine what the last thing she's weak to is? Would it be staff? I don't think I've used staff yet. I think I've tried everything except spear and staff, actually.
Spearhead.
Alright, well. I now know that the last weakness is staff. I did try fire at one point, yeah. Who to donate BP to? Obviously, it's Ophelia I need to donate BP to. I mean, obviously. Final Survivor, you want BP? Yeah, naturally it's Staff. The one that I just don't really have. I mean, I have it, but...
For you.
Egads.
Egads. Do I want 4 hits on her? Because I could just do that. I mean, really, if I wanted to, I could just break her next turn. But am I ready for that? Yeah, Ophelia's a hunter. She could leg hold. I was thinking of defending with her anyway, but... because I wouldn't be breaking her at the end of a turn. That'd be kind of silly. Though I guess leg hold would probably be the better option. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this, because I'm not, like, super prepared. So Ophelia still needs to heal at some point. Yeah, leg hold is probably my best bet. I'm just gonna confirm here. Okay.
My turn now. This should slow you.
What?
I see through your defenses.
Well then. Prepare yourself.
All right, Ike.
There.
Walk it off, Tressa. You're fine. I wish I could donate BP to myself. Oh, she's poisoned? What the heck poisoned her? Wow, 29%. We're not even there. You know, sidestep might not be terrible. Tressa's not really the one I'd want to have it, though.
Catch me if you can.
You can't.
Ye cats.
Again, wish I'd done Elemental Break at some point. Can't really do it now.
Venta Salter.
Well then.
Nice. An extra turn to heal is nice.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
All right.
All right, he says, using his mouth to form words.
Alrighty. Glacius Claudere.
These sound like made-up words you're saying. Like, Tressa just doesn't do a whole lot of damage and is mostly here for support, which is kind of the thing, I guess, but still.
For you. Well then.
Man, I should have remembered I had this. Yeah, whatever. Nice! It did very little.
Well then.
Cool, another turn for Ophelia to... I don't know what she's gonna do.
This should help.
Here we go.
You're getting a pretty high shield point value, aren't you?
Glacius Claudere.
I don't feel like I'm doing as much damage as I'd like to, but the team I have is a little bit weird, let's be fair. No, Watch. You shut up. I didn't invite you to this party.
You're too kind.
Let's
Yeah, I
do
gathered
this.
she has a lot of HP, because I haven't even hit half yet, so...
I'll get my money's worth. I'll do my best.
Just go ahead and do that.
Prepare yourself.
Nice.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, you know, leg hold sounds like a really nice idea right about now.
This should slow you.
Can I break him this turn? Her? Can I break her this turn? Probably.
Take this! All right. Elemental break.
Well then,
I may have been mistaken. Unless Tressa can do a multi-hitting move of a type with hired help, and I don't remember.
take this! What to do?
And even then, I don't have BP to do that anyway, so it wouldn't even matter. I mean, even if Patience activates, I don't know how worth it... Well, I guess no, it wouldn't really be worth breaking her right now, at this point. I should probably get a hit in. So I want her to be broken before Alphen moves. Ouchie. You summoned 3 weapons! I don't know what that means! Oh, you have more attacks. Good. Like, sometimes the bosses in this game just kind of do things, and I don't know what they are. Well, I was gonna do something else, but I guess I'm using leg hold again. Glad I got patience.
This should slow you. I'll do my best.
If I had missed,
Here goes nothing.
tragedy would have struck.
Alrighty. Tenever Operian.
Okay. Kinda wish I had, the overdamage cap thing for that, but oh well.
I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
Let's do this.
I can donate my BP to the Theron and do that attack again. Man, that
I'll
poison
not be defeated.
still exists. I think just, if I could control correctly, just in case, I should probably do this again.
Have this. Here I go.
Here she goes! Is there anything I can do right now to do a bunch of damage and possibly win right now? Not really with Tressa, and honestly, I'd be stupid to not heal Therion, so...
Let me help.
Kind of wish that healed a little bit more, but it didn't. Oh
My
well.
turn. I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
Show stolen.
Here goes nothing. That'll do her.
Well then,
Nice patience. Time for the hurdy hurts.
What's the big idea?
Got rid of my buffs.
my turn now.
Now that's just rude. Now why magic defense down? Like, I'm a little confused here. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's any way I can realistically break her. I also don't know what this counter does, because I didn't trigger it before.
This should slow you.
Wow! Incredible rude! I'm kind of glad it happened that way. Thank you, guardsmen, for guarding very well. All according to plan. Therion, you're poisoned, I just realized.
You're too kind.
Would it kill you to be weak to dagger?
Let's do this.
I kind of really needed you to be weak to dagger. Well, healing is determined by magic defense. I get that, but still weird. So I'm probably gonna take a hurt.
Try this on for size.
All right.
Because that's the thing, she's probably weak to the other elements, and then I don't know what weapon. Because I can do 6 hits with Alphen if I really wanted to. But, like... I don't know what everybody else is gonna do. I mean, given her weaknesses before, I can kind of imagine her weaknesses now. It's just the weapon she's weak to, I don't know. I have a 1 in 4 chance because I know it's not dagger. Actually, come to think of it, the guard guy, did he attack? I didn't see what he attacked with. I think it was probably sword. I know it was like an overhand swing animation, so it was like either sword or axe. Man. See, the problem with leg hold is if I don't break her, she's gonna get 3 attacks in a row, and then probably whatever else comes afterward. I thought overhand was sword. For just, like, the basic attack.
Lux Conjurer! All right.
All right.
Lux Conjurer!
That's true. Tressa can get 3 hits of light in, can't she? Which means I don't necessarily need to know what her other weaknesses are, because I can get this.
Take this!
Ouchie.
Let's do this! I'll get my money's worth. I'll not be defeated. Oh, sacred
Yeah,
light.
please stop.
My turn now.
I should probably consider healing Therion. I mean, probably.
Ah! Prepare yourself. Bring about a miracle of healing.
I appreciate it. Really.
Still holding on, huh?
Let's do this. I'll get my money's worth.
Give me that defense back.
Here we go.
Oh, you know what? I think when she lowered my magic defense, she also lowered my physical defense, because that's why I lost my defense buff. It's just that they cancel each other out, because that's how this game works. Also, wait, she's weak to sword? Gosh dang it.
Let's get down.
That would have
to
been
work.
nice to know. Oh well.
Ignis Ardere.
Go away. You're mean.
Ha! Try again.
Dragon, that lady was mean to me. I sure did. Aw, you too? Man, you guys are mean. Alvin, you need SP. What have you done with your life? I mean, I almost had a bad time. She tried to do the thing. I kind of broke her by the skin of my teeth, but, you know. I got extremely lucky, because, Ophelia summoned the guard guy, and, the guard guy attacked her while she had the counter thing going on, so he took the counter hit instead. So, that was pretty good. War Master! I'll just get freaking all of the weapons I see. 'Cause why not? I kind of gathered that, but sure. Five to 10 sword attacks. Axe on all foes. Pole arm on a single target. Dagger on all foes. Staff finally getting more use. A weapon of your choice. The weapon will be destroyed? I'm sorry, what? What even does this mean? Oh, a weapon from my inventory. Okay. Yeah, cool, I guess. It doesn't seem, like, terribly useful, really. Man, these guys use a lot of SP in their stuff. I mean, I could potentially see a use for it if you, like, bought a stockpile of weapons just for use of throwing them at people or whatever. Now, who would I want to be a war master is my question. Give the job to Ulbrich. But he's already a warrior. Yeah, I gather a lot of the support skills are pretty good for most of these. If not all of these, really. The War Master Divine. So I was thinking Haunted, but the only problem with that is then I don't have a Cleric again. Get out of here, Tressa! All of the buttons that I'm pressing are wrong. Rune Lord. Now, Hana does not have enough SP for things. But I can skip out on the bow attack if I really want to. Is that extra experience? Neat. Alright, we'll have to keep that one in mind, I guess. Why do I have Evil Ward? Actually, I know why I have Evil Ward. I shouldn't at this point. Do I want extra experience? Like right now? Because I don't feel like I'm going to use it. I'm not sure if Haunted can really get much use out of Surpassing Power unless summons actually get that. Haunted hasn't been doing, like, tons of damage, I don't feel. I mean, I don't know what else I would equip, mind you. Yeah, Hana doesn't have the best support skills, turns out. Well, Hanet's now this weird mix of things. Well, I'm sure War Master with Surpassing Power is incredible, but, I don't know. Rune Guy something or other. Therion, you have, like, a tiny little bit of health you need. How dare you? There's an item that I didn't pick up. I think it's in this building because I couldn't fight this guy for some reason. Like, he's a powerful boy or whatever. I don't remember my reasoning, actually. It might have been a level requirement for Ulbrich that I just hadn't passed yet. I don't know.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Sup? I surprised my foe, but I don't know what it is. It's Cat! I have not seen one of these, actually. Okay, but how kill? Like, what is it weak to? Because ideally, I'd want to break it. Nice.
Come in, if thou darest.
Is it weak to bow? Because I can do bow. I can do sword, too. I mean, Arrowstorm hits as many times as Rain of Arrows would. Well, then again, there's multiple enemies, so never mind. Oh, but it's against random foes is kind of the problem here.
Better than a snare.
Back of the line,
I'm
buddy.
ready.
Nice.
I'll do my best.
I got a hit. Naturally, it's not weak to bow.
I appreciate it, really.
I am ready.
Come in, if thou darest.
If thou darest. Yeah. Nice job, Hana. You did it. Nice.
Sorcery.
Good, I'm blind. Like, can I hit it with elementals, or does it have to be physical? Like, I've basically never encountered these enemies. I know vaguely what they are.
Take this!
Oh, alright, well.
No good.
Thunder! Ring out!
Now it's finally time to kill the birds that were just kind of here in this fight.
You cannot dodge this. The flame guides us true.
Hooray! Starting to feel like I missed how I get to the place. Never mind, it's over here probably. Did I get JP from that? Admittedly, I wasn't looking. Well, I got enough to get the bow attack now, I guess. Fortitude. Huh. But do I want this? I mean, ideally, I'm gonna be near max HP most of the time anyway. It's kind of the problem here. I don't know, I'll give it whatever. Probably gonna forego second serving, I guess, just so I can keep surpassing power, because honestly, if I hit that damage cap, I'm gonna be sad. This darn rock pillar is in my way. Also, Primrose doesn't have Leviathan Man. I feel cheated. Ah!
Now, let us hunt him.
I don't want to hunt him.
I'll not be defeated.
Why is nobody weak to bow? You make Haunted sad. In the face. Therion is happy to be here. Let's be fair.
Try this!
Letting my arrow fly and true. Anger and not the tiger.
Don't anger that tiger.
I am ready.
What next?
I have patience. What do I even have as far as beasts, anyway? A bunch of stuff. don't really want to break them this turn, though.
Never missing. What next? Anger and not the tiger.
Don't anger that tiger.
My turn.
It's rude. Probably.
Level slash.
I was wondering if they were weak to sword or not. I couldn't... I mean, I assumed maybe, because, you know... weaknesses are a thing that exist, probably.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
I am ready.
Primrose is ready, guys.
The show is over.
Check out this money hidden back here. Check out this secret within a secret. We're gonna have 3 layers of secret in secret? No. The game's not clever enough for that. Ah!
Come on, I've got better things to do. My turn.
I've got better things to do, he says, as he prepares to fight.
Well then. May the sacred flame shine forth.
I am ready.
Did someone say sacred flame?
Flames, burn this away.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Level slash.
Wow, nice miss, Therion. You did it.
Well then.
I never did figure out what that other weakness is. Actually, I think it has to be spear.
May the sacred flame shine forth.
What next? Anger
Nya.
and not the tiger.
I am ready.
Primrose is ready, I guess.
Fire, burn strong.
Give me a
What's
thing.
yours is mine.
Wow.
I am ready.
Can I catch you
Don't mind.
in my pocket ball?
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Maybe. It doesn't seem that worth it compared to some of the other stuff I have. Rip that guy.
Fear in the spear.
Fear in the spear.
I honor thee, my quarry.
I sure am climbing some stairs. Looks like there's something over there, but alright. Well, time to die 3.0. Sup? Yeah, I kind of know the gist of this by now.
If thou art ready, then so am I.
We're we at the top of a
What
mountain. How
next?
are we gonna get you in? Whatever. This is a bad battle for you to be weak to bow.
My turn now.
Never mind. This one's second hardest? Well, who's the hardest then? He's kind of RNG. Well, that's fun. Oh, so I already did the hardest? Well, that's good to know. Let's see. Bow is like right smack in the middle of the weaknesses. Ouchie. Now, when you say cheese, does this have to do with, like, certain skills from these classes that I don't know about yet, or is there just some other strategy that I'm just not thinking of here? The cheeser is in front of me. I love cheese. Do I care to figure out what else he's weak to in front of Axe? Dude's probably weak to 2 elements. Because I don't know, he might be weak to staff. It just seems unlikely to me. Thinking about it, I may want to actually heal her.
I am ready.
Let's
Oh,
just
don't mind me.
do that. Okay, you are weak to dagger. As soon as I
Letting
figure...
my
Wow,
arrow
I have 2
fly
people with
true.
patience on this team. Heck yeah! Wait, I don't want to break him now. That'd be dumb. I'm not even remotely ready for that.
Never missing.
I'll not be defeated. No, you will not.
That said, I might as well.
Well then. Yeah.
Out of my way.
I mean, healers having patience is just really good. Haunted having patience is nice in case I need like hold trap last minute, because that happened a few times. I just occurred to me, why is his defense down? Did I miss something? Did one of my weapons do that? Every time my weapon does something, I'm just not prepared for it. Man, do I want to go all in on this next turn? Because I totally could.
Using this.
I am ready. The Panther Dance.
Out of my way. Let's do this! Time to steal the show.
I am ready.
I feel like Primrose probably won't do as much damage as Haunted could. Yeah, it was kind of a semi-large number, just it's an itsy-bitsy little semi-large number. It's not that big a deal. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I gave him an attack buff, a speed buff, and the dude's defense is down. So, you know, it just kind of all added up. That was like the perfect storm. And he's poisoned now, which is also nice. I think it was 43,000 something. I don't really remember what it was. I saw the 40,000 number. Was it 47,000? Do I Lion Dance Haunted or no? You know what, with his actual physical defense down, it probably makes the most sense to do that.
Watch me now.
Do I have a use for this? Kind of. Is this guy gonna use elemental attacks at all? I don't remember what he did on me like in the first turn. Additionally, I'm trying to remember if Ophelia's reflect thing is affected by this divine. Because that's what I'm thinking right now. It doesn't. Well, no, because I know I've used this before, because I used this on Elfin to do the one thing that prevents status effects on a few bosses, so that everybody's just immune to status effects for several turns. I think I did that on the big bird guy, whose name I forgot. I'm gonna try it just because it seems
With the grace
fun.
of Seal Tige.
Come in, if thou darest.
Mostly because, honestly, Ophelia doesn't have a whole lot to do right now. I'm not real sure what Honnet's best weapon to use would be here. I would think probably bow. The other question is, would the divine skill do better?
Come in.
Eh.
Loosen the arrows.
Well, I'm glad I put surpassing power
Well
on.
then. Here I go!
Nice.
I will reflect your barbs.
Letting my
Also
arrow fly true.
nice. Not really helpful, but nice. Like, I'm not even really sure what I should do with this. Can I capture this god? Let's see. He's untamable. Sorry. Can't do it. My real problem here is I could prepare for so many things, but I don't know what he's gonna do, really.
Using this.
My turn now.
I mean, sure, why not? I'll just have another stack of this.
I will reflect your barbs.
Cool.
I
love
ready.
confusion. That is confusion, right? I don't remember.
Stay strong.
Coming, if thou darest.
Out of my way.
Well then.
Yeah. What are you,
My
on it
turn.
now? I could break him again if I wanted to. Provided I don't miss.
Huh? Ah!
Letting my arrow flying true.
Boy, I sure am using a lot of Shadow Soul Stones.
Take this!
I am ready. The Panther Dance.
Curses, that put him ahead, and I didn't want that. I didn't think about that outcome. Gosh dang it. I've ruined everything. I really could have killed for patience that turn, actually. All I needed was one person to have patience. Haunted and Ophelia, you failed me.
I appreciate it, really.
I'll not be defeated.
Well, I only get one more turn of this thing, and I don't know if it really is going to help me too much. Might as well get one more for the road, in case this actually matters, because thus far it hasn't.
I am ready.
I wonder if it's worth trying to figure out what his last weakness is.
Watch me now. Be engulfed in my blizzard.
It's not
Letting
Blizzard.
the hunt beginning. A blunt blow falleth hard.
What's this?
Rude. That's speed and avoidance down? I'm not sure on that one. Beep beep. This guy's gimmick is status effects, isn't it? Man, I'd kill for Apothecary right about now. I don't know, Runeblade implies to me he could do physical and magic attacks. That's just kind of what I was thinking. But man, if he uses a magic attack, let me tell you. I am so ready.
The moonlight roars.
What next?
My turn.
I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere super fast. He's maybe half health right now. Give or take. I'm usually okay with referring to the thief percent as HP level, because it's pretty darn close, usually.
Take this!
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Letting the hunt beginning.
I think ideally I'm gonna probably want to try to break him next turn, so I'm thinking I may want to leg hold right now.
Better than a snare.
This is gonna be my only chance to, short of patience happening, and I'm not gonna
Out of my
count
way.
on that to happen.
You're too kind.
Rude!
I'll do my best.
Oh right, Ophelia has it. Well, you know what? It's fine.
I am ready.
I'll not
Thank
be
you for
defeated.
giving me at least one.
Out of my way.
Let's see. Ophelia would break it. I don't know what Hanet would do. Like, I'm trying to plan out my turns here again. Man, he's gonna lose that defense down, probably, unless I give it again. I don't think there's any way I can give Therion both of Primrose's buffs. I feel like Armor Corrosive is probably my best bet here. Do I want multiple turns of it? Because, I mean, I could do.
Let's do this!
Why not?
I see through your defenses.
I was enjoying that reduced defense.
I'm ready.
Might as well keep it up.
My turn now.
Letting the hunt begin. Using this. Coming, if thou
Also
darest.
nice. You know what? One of these gives a buff, and I don't remember which one it is. I think it's this guy. Could someone remind me if this guy does what I think it does? Actually, you know what? I wrote down a list. Hold on. Oh, you know what? This affects one ally. So it's going to be kind of random who it even picks, isn't it? So I don't get to choose. That's kind of why I was a little bit underwhelmed by some of these. But I mean, if there's even a chance I could luck out and it just gives it to Therion, I suppose it's worth. Heck yeah!
Let's do this!
I had a 1 in 4 chance of doing a whole lot of damage again.
Time to steal the show.
Coming, if thou darest. Coming. Loosen the arrows.
My turn now.
I'm not real sure what Ophelia's really gonna do here. Because I don't feel like she's going to do a ton of damage if I wanted to try that. The only reason I'd want to do this is maybe to see if he's weak to light, and even then I can't actually break him with light anyway, so what difference would it make? Probably just going to summon this guy again. Why not? Nice.
I am ready.
You did minuscule damage. Congrats. I tried fire, didn't I? Did I try? I tried blizzard, I think is what I tried. Pretty sure I never tried lightning, so whatever.
Watch me now. Thunder, ring out.
Well, it's not lightning anyway. Ouchie. Ice put me to sleep.
What next?
This ain't looking good. Okay, well, I'm obviously doing leg hold. I mean...
Better than a snare.
My turn.
I need Primrose to be awake.
Here.
Well then,
Now I can start to figure out how the heck I'm gonna beat this guy up. Actually, I think there's basically no way I can't break him because I'll hit him at least 3 times with Rain of Arrows, so... there's that.
I am ready.
Man, who's ready for this again?
The Panther Dance.
Because it's probably necessary at this
Letting
point.
the hunt beginning.
I don't think I even need a pomegranate, thinking about it. Because he's gonna get another orb next turn anyway. My only real problem is I can just hit him with a regular attack, I guess, because I don't really want to break him right now. I'm afraid if I use Arrow Storm, it's gonna do 4 hits, and then I'll be sad.
Letting the hunt beginning.
I don't know why I used Arrow Storm, actually.
I am
That
ready.
was unnecessary. You know, just so I know, I want to know what his last weakness is.
Oh, don't mind me.
I'll do my best.
Of course it's light. I can't believe Kingdom Hearts was light all along.
Here I go! Oh, sacred light.
Nice job, Ophelia, you did it. Oh, okay, it's the summon the guy who's doing the defense reducing? Because the defense went back down again. I'm not paying attention to when that buff increases. Clearly.
Coming.
Jeez, I'm over damage cap with that
Well,
attack, too. You know, just in case something goes horribly wrong, let's just do
Bring about a
this.
miracle of healing.
Even though pretty much it can't, short of Therion just missing.
I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
Anyway.
Where's the nearest tavern?
We'll be there in a second, you doofus! It's all about taverns to you. I unlocked cheese! I love cheese! Sword and axe. Wow. The heck does transfer rune mean? Who even knows? All right. Huh. This is just like one of the divine skills, except you can only use it on yourself. Right? Or is it the other? No, it's a different way, isn't it? So it's when I am targeted by a skill. Okay. I guess. What does this mean? Does this mean I do, like, an attack that also does damage over time? I'm not sure I'm completely understanding what this means. Oh, it has to be skills to target yourself. Okay. That would actually be pretty useful on Ulbrich, too, thinking about it. Just give an attack buff that's better to everybody. I can give everybody insight! Finally! Everybody can be more readily targeted. That's what I'm talking about. The only thing with sidestep is it only applies to physical attacks, but I see what you mean about cheesing, what was her name? Oh, Tressa can use rest. Right, that's a thing too. Yeah, I can see this being pretty good on Tressa. I'm trying to remember what all skills are self buffs. Those are the only ones? Fair enough. The nearest tavern is up here. Should probably save, actually. I mean, I know the game autosaves, but you never know. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The idea of Tressa having that is interesting. That leaves me without a healer again, though. Wow, it's Stay Hydrated bot. Probably gonna put you on healer for the moment. I know you've been healer before, so not terribly concerned with that. You may want revive, however, because I realize now I don't have that. Then again, revive is kind of not great. It costs a ton and doesn't heal fully. I mean, I'll get this just for the freaking support thing. Oh. Well, I mean, okay. Neat. So is that a 6 attack hit thing? Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm aware that support skills are a thing. Actually, yeah, if he's gonna be a healer, I may want to just give it to him anyway. I still have yet to take evasive maneuvers off, but then again, I I haven't exactly needed it. Show goes on isn't gonna really help if I'm not Dancer anymore. Elemental and physical attack will be swapped with one another. Why would I do that? I mean, I could see it having uses, but still. Oh. I mean, 1% isn't a lot, though. Because if I take, like, 2,000 damage, that's only 20. So, like, that sounds neat, but eh. That might be nice, kind of. What does that mean? Does that just give me a buff? Oh. Yeah, I could see that maybe being useful. The only real problem with that is Tressa in particular doesn't really use a lot of elemental stuff. Like, those are pretty good support skills, I just don't think they match Tressa. I'm aware Fleetfoot isn't exactly the best? I don't know. The elemental defense might be nice, though. I'm aware I don't Rune Lord for damage. I'm kind of torn between, like, SP recovery and this, I guess. It's like, do I want the defense or do I want the extra SP? I mean, I have SP Saver, so it's not like SP is going to be too big of a deal. Tressa's kind of the one I don't really have a whole lot of ideas for support skills on. Oh no, Dragon's gonna crash! Ah! As I recall, this one was like right near town. Oh, there's just kind of an item sitting here that I guess I never got. That's cool. There's a quest boss? What? Oh, right. There's that one forest that I was at that I didn't want to touch. I may have been there before, actually. I'm trying to remember. Admittedly, I don't remember everything I did between streams. Mostly because a lot of it was months ago.
This is the beginning of your end.
Oh good, I have Study Foe again. Heck yeah!
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Out of my way.
I mean, again, I don't remember what I did between streams, so...
Level slash.
Letting the hunt beginning. Anger him not, the tiger.
Don't anger that tiger. What will you do? Okay, so this is a buff instead of an attack. Alright. Nice. I know your weaknesses.
Out of my way.
Level slash.
Now, what next?
I mean, I kind of vaguely remember there being a dungeon over there that I didn't do.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
I'm probably not going to do it right now.
Thus ends your lesson.
Goodbye, dragon. I gotta get all these treasure chests that ultimately really don't give me a whole lot. I just gotta.
I've done my research on you.
Did you now?
Level slash.
Man, these guys are always weak to sword.
Now, what next?
Unfortunately, they're also light, which means I don't think I can hit them, because Cyrus forgot how to dance, so it's a sad day.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
Phone, who said you could make a noise? You know, refreshing jams are pretty good to have, though admittedly, I don't think I've ever used a single one. Just every time I've thought to use one, it's just never been... Like, there's never been a good opportunity to use one, I guess, is what I'm attempting to say.
What next?
Anger and not the tiger.
An interesting dilemma.
Out of my way.
I mean, I'll want to save them, and then ultimately probably never use them, because that's just how I roll, apparently.
Let's do this.
Tressa doesn't really have any good all-enemy attacks, like, other than this.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Okay, I take that back, that was
Time
decent.
to close up shop.
Oh, I ran out of regular inspiring plums. Or inspiriting plums. This whole time I thought it was inspiring plums, but okay, whatever. Is it a pun? I'm afraid I don't get it. Okay. I mean, yes. I already beat up the other 3 guys. Does SP stand for spirit points? Because if it does, I do not remember that. If it does, then okay, I get the pun, but I didn't remember it stood for spirit points. Okay, well, being weak to electric narrows down the elemental weaknesses, given its position. Whether you're weak to more elements, I don't know.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Alright, cool.
Sorcery.
Ouchie. Oh, good. We got confusion happening. That's fun.
Here.
It's my turn now.
Haunted finally listened to herself and got confused at how poor her English is. You're right. I know that's not what you said, but I made it sound good, I guess. I don't know.
Feel the power.
Come in, if thou darest.
See, my fear here is she has a reflect right now.
Better than a snare.
I should probably see what it does, though, is kind of the thing.
Try this.
What to do?
Okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Catch me if you can.
More like catch us, but, you know, details. I mean, hey, at least I know she's weak to dagger now. And from the looks of things, I don't think she can reflect if I break her at the same time. I'm guessing that's a thing, because I don't see why it wouldn't be.
How about this?
Letting the hunt beginning.
Right, I already leg holded.
Lightning, done my bidding.
Ow.
My turn.
That just increased a bunch of her stats, I guess. So that's cool. Also, sidestep didn't help me at all. I kind of gathered, but hey, you know, it was worth a try.
It's my turn now. Phew. Time for a break.
That's neat.
An
It
interesting
didn't really heal as
dilemma.
much as I would have liked, because I need to boost it, probably, but... It's still a neat idea. Anyway... I should probably break her before she's mean to
Nothing
me.
will quiet the storm.
Come in, if thou darest.
And does that get rid of her reflect thingy? I can't tell. She has infinity buffs. I mean, she doesn't, but... Alright, she could be weak to sword or spear still. And it's not spear.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Which basically means it's sword.
Holding back nothing. The dog biteth hard.
I thought that was supposed to do 5 to
Interesting
10.
dilemma.
Is it still minimum 3? I guess it's still minimum 3. That makes sense. I should probably consider doing the heal thing. I'm not sure how much he heals for.
A miracle like no other.
Alright.
What to do?
I really do need to figure out some other weaknesses here. You are not weak to bow. You now have one weakness, and that makes me sad. Naturally, Cyrus is the one that goes last, so, you know. I guess it's time to play a guessing game. Hey kids, which one of these will be the one that does the thing?
You're too kind.
It's not Dagger.
It's my turn now.
It's not Wind.
Letting the hunt begin.
It's not Bow. The only problem is Cyrus is in need of healing, so I can't exactly analyze this turn.
A miracle like no other.
It's my turn now.
Letting
Wow,
my arrow
incredible
fly and
rude.
true.
Trying to remember what else I haven't used yet. I mean, I know there's a lot of elements I haven't used, but...
A blunt blow falleth hard.
Out of my way.
Did I try sword yet?
Don't play with fire.
Now, what next?
Alright, we're just gonna do this.
So much to learn.
It's Shadow. Do I even have Shadow right now? I would have been here forever.
I'm ready. Are you?
I see through your defenses.
Now, what next?
Wait, transfer rune affects the other skill too? I guess that makes sense, but I didn't even think about that.
A miracle like no other.
Well, actually, Tressa can't do buffs right now.
What's this?
Come in, if thou darest. Using this.
Let's do this.
Man, Cyrus not being a dancer is really getting on my nerves.
Try this on for size.
Out of my way.
Keep it up.
Let's just go ahead and do that.
Come in, if
Therion
thou
doesn't really have a
darest.
hard time with SP.
Trying this.
Ouchie. Really wish you'd stop
So
doing
sorry.
that.
Uh,
I don't know if rest lets her do it. I mean, I could certainly try. I've got SP to, or, well, I've got BP to burn anyway.
phew. Time for a break.
Nope. Still can't buff.
A miracle like no other.
Wish you'd stop doing that.
A miracle like no other.
What? Like, I'm pretty much gonna have to break her with a stone. The soul stone. At this point.
Take this!
Come in, if thou darest.
Let's see. I probably want a leg hold.
Better than a snare.
Rude.
It's my turn now. Let me help.
Alright, let's think. How to best take advantage of this situation. She still has defense down. Therion is literally the only person who can buff, and he can buff himself.
Letting my arrow flying true.
I don't remember if I don't. I was gonna say, if I had a beast that did dark damage, that would be silly. I mean, I don't know what else Haunted would do. Might as well just do the break.
Trying this.
An interesting dilemma.
Someone should probably heal Therion.
How about this?
What to do?
And I guess give BP to Cyrus.
Let me help.
What next?
Nice. Patience that I don't really know what to do with. I still don't know how good this is compared to some of the other skills. I've not really tried it.
Yeah, coming.
I feel like the other skills are better, if only because of the SP cost. Why Guardian in particular? I mean, yeah, it does minimum 3 hits, but like... Mostly, I don't remember which weapon Haunted has that does the most damage, essentially.
Loosen the arrows.
I just feel like her bow is probably the best one.
Coming, if thou darest.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loosen the arrows.
Jeez, that still did a decent amount of damage even without all 3 BP.
Let's do this! Time to steal the show.
No speed buff, unfortunately. Makes me sad. I'm not sure what she might be doing eventually, because,
I won't hold back! Feel the power!
An interesting dilemma.
Interesting dilemma, you say?
My focus is unparalleled.
I don't think I'd really get much use out of that.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
Letting the hunt
Nice
begin.
patience that I do not need.
This will help us.
Not a 12. Hey, Theron, you're,
My turn now!
not doing so good, buddy. Alright, well, I get to play the weaknesses game again. What was she weak to in the beginning? I do not even remember. I think it was lightning, and I do remember sword. It's anyone's guess what else is left. It is not wind. It's not dagger either. But bow is on the table.
A miracle like no other.
Therion will eventually get back to full
My
HP,
turn.
probably. She might be weak to spear. Yeah. Well, Tyrion's not getting back to full HP yet. He's kind of dead.
A miracle like no other.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
How dare you have more attacks now? I don't like that very much. That said, if I leg hold, I can break you next turn, so I guess that's cool.
Better than a snare.
What to do?
Therion, stop sleeping on the job, you nerd.
Out of my way.
Letting the hunt begin.
What to do?
What to do indeed. Who do I donate BP to? I mean, Therion's probably going to be the highest hitter anyway.
For you.
I mean, he's unbuffed, and she's going to lose the defense down in the next turn anyway. Which is just kind of unfortunate timing. And my cord is surrounding me. I've been surrounded, guys. I might be dead soon. I'm also probably going to go ahead and just get those last two weaknesses, because she's going to shift again. Let's be
Coming,
real here.
if thou darest.
I'm not sure what to do with Hanet's turn.
Using this.
Here I go.
A thought occurs. Because hear me out. She did that thing last time where she switched to having one weakness. I wonder, because the only element I haven't seen come up yet is light. I wonder if I imbue everybody's stuff with light, If that would be a good idea. If I can just out-predict Ladyface. Because I think light is the only element that hasn't shown up yet, and I have a feeling it probably will.
I won't hold back! Light!
Letting the hunt begin.
Holding back nothing.
Loosen the arrows.
Oh, so that's what that does. Okay.
I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
It's additional damage if nothing else, so I'll take that. Yeah, man, without the defense drop, that doesn't do nearly as much as I would like.
Now the true a great inferno to scorch the land.
Beep! Ouchie. Well, someone's probably dead. It's Haunted.
A miracle like no other.
It's my turn now! Let me help.
Out of my way.
Get out of Therion's way. How dare you be weak to dagger and make things super easy for me.
Letting
Not
my
weak
arrow
to light.
fly
My
true.
prediction didn't work, guys. I'm upset. You know, you're right. Wind never showed up either. I mean, hey, I tried. That's what's important.
The dog biteth hard.
That was a lot of hits. Too bad only 3 of them actually hit.
The dog biteth hard.
Out of my way. I see through your defenses.
I don't know. There've been games where some enemies are like, I don't know, the Inferno Overlord, and he's weak to fire. Like, I mean, it happens. Not often, but it happens. I just want to know.
So much to learn.
Here
Yeah.
I go!
Mistakes were made! But it's okay, I can correct them.
Wind!
For no reason, considering she's already broken.
Out of my way.
And probably gonna die anyway.
Let's do this.
I appreciate that the little weapon icons change color, by the way.
Time to steal the show.
Nice!
Where's the nearest tavern?
We'll be there in a second, you doofus! Gosh, so impatient, this guy. I always love it when the weak attacks are the ones that kill. That's my favorite thing in RPGs. I did it. I got all of the jorbs. Wow, Tressa found money. I found money the other day. I got out of my car at work and I found $25 just kind of sitting there for reasons that I don't get, actually. There it is. Staff and Tagger, wow. Wind, light, and dark damage to all foes. That's pretty good. Does that include turns where they're on cooldown from... thing? Alright, that's okay, I guess. Neat. Also neat. Oh man, HP regeneration. That sounds nice too. Okay, so Starseer, I mean, that makes sense considering you have one for physical attacks, you have one for elemental attacks, you got one for buffs, and another one for buffs, I guess. Yeah, I guess BP boost would work one turn less, because you only get BP at the start of a turn, so... Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, is offensive versus defensive buffs. Alright, so that's neat. I don't know who I would give that to, probably. Likely something I'll deal with off stream. Honestly, I'm considering probably this dude. Yo, a follow. Asmodate Zfu. That was my attempt. I attempted to say your name. Thank you for following. Unpronounceable names are fun, actually, because it's always fun to listen to people try to actually pronounce the name. So, you know. I don't know why I learned that one, of all things, because that one's not as useful. Obviously, I want all of them, but, you know. BP eater? How do you eat BP? How do you do? Oh man, additional JP. That's what I want. Ooh, that's nice, but not super nice for the long run. Oh. I mean, that's nice. I mean, boosted skills already do additional damage, so I guess this is just more damage on top of that. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to see it in this stream, because I'm probably going to end here, but, I mean, what's the last support skill of this class? Because obviously short of just giving it to Therion, because he's the only one that really has enough. Like, I'm just kind of curious. 25% chance to nullify damage? That sounds stupid. But okay. I guess I'm doing Gate next Octopath stream. I will probably grind some. Do you guys have like a recommended level or something? Because obviously I wanna get the other guys up to like pretty much the same level as Therion, if nothing else. Everyone at least mid-50s, so 60 is probably fine. See you in 3 months. I mean, hopefully not. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm probably gonna see about getting certain support skills on people. I don't know. We'll see what I do. I haven't really figured that out yet. This is a lot to take in with 4 new classes to play with, so... You know. Anyway, thanks for watching.